Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. Hope you had a brilliant weekend and you're ready for what is going to be, I think, one of, if not the most exciting day of the year so far. One of the most eagerly awaited for launches. And I know that because when we previewed this particular item that we're bringing you today, just about 10 days ago or so, the chat about this was off the chart. And then yesterday, when there was a proper first look at this, well, the viewing figures that we had, I've never seen anything quite like it on a weekend. And the comments that were coming through, I mean, we have some excitement here, but the excitement level, to quote Sarah, was off the chart. And today is finally the day where we are going to be launching our brand new glitter paste with the stencils, with that brand new craft mat as well, and everything that you need to create some absolutely stunning projects. Now, straight off the bat, we're going to be chatting all around this, but I do need to let you know that you can buy the individual items right now. You can get your hands on those glitter pastes, which I know hundreds of you have done already. You can get your hands on those new stencils as well. The spatulas, the brand new mixed media mat, all of those are available for you individually. There is a showstopper coming, all right? We don't have a huge amount of this particular showstopper, so we're waiting just a little while to send this live, and as soon as it does go live on the website, you will be the first to know. But listen, you're going to need more of these glitter pastes, because once you've seen it, if you've not seen these yet, once you see them, you'll be saying, right, I'm going to need the showstopper, and I'm going to need more of those pastes as well. So hang fire on that, but it's going to be such a super exciting day. National Craft Month continues as well, with lots on the website, but that takes a bit of a back seat today, actually. That takes a back seat ahead of this amazing launch. And there is only one lady really who could do this launch today, and I'm so excited that she's here. I mean, I'm excited, and if you think I'm excited, wait till you see Leann, because I mean, you've been jumping up and down, you've been doing cartwheels, you've been screaming from the rooftops. This is such a great launch, isn't it?
Ben, it is a fantastic launch. I make those cheerleaders in America look like they're not skilled. We've been doing pyramids, backflips. I'm really, really excited about this launch, Ben. You're absolutely right. We have got the most amazing glitter pastes. Now, you know, when we wait to do something here at Crafters Companion, when we wait to do something at Spectrum Noir, it's because we're working in the background and we're perfecting what we think we need to bring to you. And we have been doing that with these pastes, and I'm going to be able to explain it to you and have you really understand what makes them so different and special. And really, when you see, Ben, absolutely see the amount of shimmer and shine, the amazing effect you get from these glitter pastes, it's absolutely incredible. Look at this. Now, the stencils, Ben, they're also special.
Yes.
And all of these designs that you can see here are the stencils that we've got for you.
Stunning.
We've designed them so that each stencil has a background, a border, and an icon that work together, so you can put full compositions. And we've oversized the borders so that you don't get horrible waste all over your cards. They're absolutely incredible. Now, look at this. This is on acetate. Glitter paste on acetate is notoriously very difficult to do.
Wow.
That is glitter paste on acetate, Ben. How incredible. You need to Ben needs to feel it. I'm going to give it to Ben because here, Ben.
That is amazing. Sorry, I'm like that. That wasn't attractive at all, was it? and not only on acetate and cardstock, but you've got a glass jar there as well. Yes, I've got a glass
jar here as well. So look, you can be decorating. You can see that butterfly that we've got on there. There you go. You can be decorating your vases at home, your mirrors if you want to, your makeup pots, your mason jars, revitalise home decor. Everything's about upcycling, isn't it, Ben? So you can revitalise and upcycle if you want to. And I'm actually going to be stenciling them onto a canvas tote bag. So yes, these pastes will go on card, acetate, vellum, terracotta, tile, glass, mirror, fabric, canvas, trainers, denim. There are so many different things you can do with this one paste. You don't need a bit of different paste for every job. It's going to do it for you. And the colours are exquisite. The glitter payoff that you get in there, the balance between the adhesive and the glitter is phenomenal. And I can't wait for you to see them. Plus, new mixed media mat, new palette knives, new spatulas.
Yeah. I mean, what more could you want, really? And just to say as well, you were talking to me about the mixed media mat. That has been specifically developed, hasn't it? It's not just like, oh, any old mixed media mat will do. This has been specifically developed to work with this collection, hasn't it?
Absolutely. We've moulded it. We've been specific about the different spaces that you've got in there. The mat is going to revolutionise your mixed media life, I have to say. It is truly exceptional. And actually, just for anybody who likes to watercolour or use their ink pads, anybody who likes to paint and just keep things clean, if you've got a heat gun, you like to use your heat gun, you are going to need this mat in your life because it's a little bit of a game changer, Ben.
Well, the thing is, again, we were chatting before the show. We said, well, you definitely need one to work with these, and you might need another one, you know, for your painting. Then you'll have two, and your partner might see one and want one. I mean, you might end up buying multiples of these, mightn't you?
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, I do have several at home. I've got a couple. I've got one that I only use for glitter paste, and I don't have to be too fussed about cleaning it up properly. I've got a one that I use for watercolour, a one that I use for doing my heat embossing. And you don't have to. You can have one mat and clean it after every use. It's entirely up to you. But if you're a bit of a mucky crafter like me, I think you need two.
Can I just tell you as well, the comments are off the chart this morning. I have never seen so many comments at just before 10 past 11. It's just after 10 past 6 Eastern, isn't it? And it's 3:10 in the morning Pacific time. And already, let's read a few of these. We've got Liz, who's in from Nottinghamshire. Charlotte's in from Herne Bay. Linda's in from Maryland. And we've got people saying that they feel like it's Christmas Day today. They've woken up on Christmas Day to see this brand new collection. Laurie saying, I woke myself up early to put in my order. I felt like I was waiting for Christmas. There's so much excitement around this.
Do you know, I'm excited that you're excited, and I'm trying to keep myself, you know how loud I get and how handsy I get when I'm excited. So I'm trying to keep it on the down low a little bit, but I am very excited. Never have I been as excited as when we launched the Shimmer ink pads. And I have to say, I'm probably a little bit more excited than that. Don't tell the Shimmer ink pads, because they're so usable, Ben, and the glitter in them, and it's easy. And if you've tried some glitter paste in the past, you might have struggled to get a lovely clean image, or you might have struggled to get it the way you need it. When I show you why, I was just going to make that foolproof for you, and you're going to get those beautiful effects at home. You're going to absolutely want them. Absolutely,
yeah. Oh, and the stencils as well, by the way. Not just any old stencils that you've used before, been specifically developed to make life easy. If you're thinking, how can that be? Wait till Leann shows you. Mine was blown earlier on. Polly's in from Florida. Rachel's joined us from Australia. Stephen's in. Morning to Dana Hill, who says, hello, it's 4 cracking o'clock in Western US. I'm so excited for this morning. Hi, Leann. Hi, Ben. Hi, Susie and crafty friends. Woot woot. We are so excited. Stay tuned, because I know dropping imminently, look at me using all the lingo, dropping soon, that Showstopper, which you will definitely want to get your hands on, hang fire when it goes live. You will need to go. But here's the thing, you'll want the Showstopper, right? So wait for that. But in the meantime, you'll want more of those glitter paste. Stock up on those, because they're going to disappear. You'll want more of those mats as well. So stock up on those. Basically, get all the other bits and pieces that you'll think you'll need on top of that Showstopper. And when it goes live, we'll let you know. But you know, with the Showstoppers, we only put a limited quantity together. So that will be a case of first come, first serve. And let me tell you, I think we have potentially a problem on our hands here, because of how busy it is right now. When that Showstopper goes live, will we have any left for the actual launch at 2 o'clock this afternoon? Your guess is as good as mine, but I think it's going to be a close run thing. But as soon as it goes live, we will let you know. In the meantime, get shopping. Any questions you want to fire away, fire those in. And the extra paste, these are what you need to jump in and grab right now. Here's the price on the screen for you. £44, $56 is the platinum price for you on all of the paste. You're going to get 9 pots in total. And I know so many of you already, straight off the bat, have already jumped in and bought these. Absolutely stunning. You've got your 9 different colours there. Peony Bloom, your Regal Purple, Starlight Blue, Jade River, Copper Beach, Rose Gold, your Moonlight Frost, oh, I love it, the Candlelight Gold, and your Silver Moon as well. So 9 colours in there. And again, don't forget, yes, 9 colours, but then think about all of the different other colours that you're going to be able to create by mixing those together. £44 or $56 is the price platinum there. If you want the stencils on their own as well, here come the details there for you, up on the screen. There you go. You save, again, launching today officially. We're giving you a 15% saving off the launch. It's 18 stencils in total, because as Leann's already kind of spoken to you, and we'll talk about more in just a few moments' time. You get the 3 different stencils per set here, and I'll show you these so you can quickly see for yourselves the designs that you're going to be getting here, and again, just begin to sort of wow at the colours that you're going to be receiving. I love the fact as well that we've built in, I suppose, lots of your sort of favourite designs. If you bought the Roaring Twenties collection recently, we've got that beautiful Art Deco set. And look at that, like Leann said, you've got the 3 different designs there, which are all going to match up beautifully for you. What do you call the 3? You gave a special name to the central one.
Did I?
The icon.
Icon, yes.
That was it.
Yes, that's the word, did I? Sometimes I say things, Ben, they come out my mouth and I think, oh, that sounded good, and then I can't remember what I said.
Yeah.
Yes, the icon. So you've got a full background, a border, and an icon, a focal point, a focal image.
So again, yes, Roaring Twenties, absolutely beautiful. Then alongside that, again, look at this. You've got your peacock feathers in there, big kind of background stencil. So that is your 8x8. You've then got your border stencil and then your icon, and you're just getting a little bit of a glimpse, a little bit of a hint at some of the colours you're going to be receiving when you pick up these pastes. We are so busy right now, by the way. If you are dithering and delaying and thinking, shan't I? You need to be grabbing now. This is going to be, I'm calling it now, going to be one of the biggest launches of the year so far. Look at the spots and dots. Do you know what? As much as I love the peacock feathers and the Art Deco, spots and dots look amazing.
Don't they really? The border, the ombre border, I think is... and that circle, when you see that glitter pasted up, it almost like one of those magic dot paintings, you know, it really is. It's so fabulous.
Like the more you stare at it, something like comes to the fore.
Almost moves in front of your eyes.
Oh, I love that so much. That's the spots and dots. Then the gorgeous love hearts. Once again, look at that icon there as well. The heart built up by a load of beautiful hearts. And here again, you're getting a sneak peek at some of the colours that you're going to be getting when you're picking up those pastes. They are flying out of the door already individually. Oh my word, delightful butterflies. What a work of art that is once again. I suppose, you know, like you said, Leann, you've got the background, you've got the border, you've got the icon, but you know, if you're using these individually just as little motifs, because I think this is the one you used on your glass jar, wasn't it? Just the icon there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely beautiful. And then lastly in this collection is your swirls and flourishes. It's going to be so interesting to chat around these as well, because if you're looking at the stencils and you're thinking, oh, okay, I can see maybe like a slight difference to perhaps my normal sort of stencils, all will be revealed on that front very, very shortly indeed. But 6 collections, 18 stencils in total. You should be paying £48, almost $60 here. If you're platinum, £31.96 or $39.80 for these stencils on their own. And as we said, we will keep you abreast of the situation as far as the Showstopper is concerned. Any questions, any comments, let me know if you've already shopped. I would love to hear what has gone into your basket. Tell me how excited you are as well. Kerry Carney, I am so excited. Stephen says, looking forward to the Showstopper. And Jerry Johnson says, I can feel the excitement in the air for the glitter paste. Christine Mahoney's in. I knew you'd be in, Christine. Looking forward to the demos today with the new sparkle texture paste and stencils. Hoping that they keep this in stock forever. That's one thing we can't promise. So grab this morning. Thea says, I've ordered the paste and the stencils already. And Lindsay says, good morning. I'm so chuffed that I bought the glitter paste kit. I actually set my alarm for 6 a.m. to make sure I was awake to purchase. Right, shall we get cracking and get into this? Because whilst there's going to be some fantastic demos coming through the day, we thought during this show it'd be nice to kind of have a dip and a delve into all of the sort of individual components that make up the Showstopper for when it goes live. But let's get over to Leann and let's just get a little clap. Let's get started talking about this amazing collection.
Was that that? I'm so excited, Ben, I really am. What is that song? I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Yeah,
you're about to lose control.
And whatever the words are
next, I
think I like it. Thank you. Look, these glitter pastes are absolutely incredible, Ben. The sparkle and shine that you get on them is absolutely second to none. This is a box fresh one. I thought we'd have the pleasure of opening this up together so you can see what it's like. So screw lid, and then you've got this metal sticker, the seal on top, which stops your paste from drying out. So you're just going to, for shipping to you, you're just going to paste that. I'm just going to get my scissors because I've lost all of my nails recently, Ben. I would have been able to do it if I didn't have. There we go. So I've just started it off, and then you peel it back, and you can see all of that beautiful, beautiful glitter in there. Now, you don't need to keep the little silver seal. You can get rid of that. Now, at home, I do scrape that bit of glitter off that bit of silver.
Yeah.
And I'm not letting anything go to waste. And let me just get that off my fingers so I can show you. That's one thing that you will do. You will get glitter on your fingers when you're taking the lid off. But look how fabulous that is in there. The sparkle and the shine in each one of the colours is just as impressive as that. Now, these glitter pastes are made up from a fantastic quality adhesive, a glue, and then it is crammed with all of that glitter in there, so the glitter remains encapsulated, and it's really, really easy to use.
Yeah.
Now, there are a few things that you'll need when you're using it. We're going to use that rose gold one to start. I'm so excited about this.
What you got there?
My
What's that?
mixed medium matte, Ben.
Wow.
Oh my word. I'm just going to scooch this along so you can see it there. Look. Oh, the mixed medium matte is absolutely incredible. So this is 100% silicone.
Yep.
It's heat proof.
Great.
It's non-stick. And it's been moulded specifically to our requirements. So I asked for all of these square palettes to be included here for your watercolouring, mixing new colours if you're putting them in there. You can even do your glitter paste in there if you want. Here's some more palettes here for doing your smaller colours.
Okay.
And then a recess here to keep your brushes when you're working with your brushes, or when you're with your palette knives, when you're working with your glitter pastes. You've got an oversized work area in the centre, which will take your 8.5 by 11 and A4 full-size piece of cardstock.
Perfect.
So you've got all of that space to work on, and you can just wipe it clean. Now, you can see I've got mine on my glass mat here because it's that 100% silicone. I'm not sticking it to the mat,
no,
but it's got this very smooth, flat, shiny back, which means that it grabs the surface underneath, so it keeps everything nice and secure for you. So you're going to need that. You're going to need your palette knives, you're going to need your spatulas, and then we're good to go. So let's just get some paste onto a piece of cardstock, should we, Ben? I've just got a little square of black cardstock here. Oh, the other thing I must just say you need, this is the law. You know when I get you to put your law cord of Leann, your hand in there, you have to have a baking tray. This is just a plastic baking tray. It can be a silicone one, a metal, whatever you've got at home, doesn't matter. Baking tray with warm soapy water.
Right.
It's the law.
That is the law, so make sure you do it, otherwise the waggy finger will come out.
Yes. So I've got my warm soapy water and I'm just going to put this on the floor. Please, everybody say a little silent prayer that Leann doesn't kick that over. I've put it on the floor beside my foot, Johnny.
That's definitely going to go over, isn't it? Definitely.
We're just going to have to hope for the best.
Right.
All right. So I've got a little sponge, a dishwashing sponge, and the reason for that is the glue in this glitter paste is exceptional. So as soon as you've used it, my advice is if you're going to do 2 or 3 in the same colour, use it, use it, use it. When you want to change colour, you're going to whap it straight into your baking tray of soapy water, and that means that all of the glitter paste comes off your stencil. You keep your stencils nice and pristine.
Yeah.
So they're just the little things that you need to be mindful of. So first things first, we're going to need some of our repositionable tape, and you're going to need some of your repositionable adhesive.
Okay.
Now I've got here our stick and spray. And if you are in the US, there are lots of different stencil adhesives that you can use.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just use one of those, stick and spray or a regular spray stencil adhesive, and you want a light covering of that on the back. Now the reason I say that is a lot of these stencils have some very fine detail in them, Ben.
Okay.
And you don't want, when you're applying your glitter paste, you don't want those little details to lift as you go over with your spatula.
Gotcha.
So it's really nice to have that stuck down. So I'm letting the propellant evaporate. So after your 15 seconds, I've got a little square of cardstock, and I'm just going to pop that down. Okay, so I'm ready to use that. Now, the stencils, Ben, you mentioned before, and I'm just going to get a stencil out here and pop it down there. You'll see we've oversized the border for you.
Yeah, why is that?
And the border is oversized because if you've tried to glitter paste in the past, when you're applying your glitter paste, you come off onto your project because you don't have this space around the outside. So the oversized border is so that you can stop and not contaminate your project with your glitter paste. The other use for it is, it's the perfect width to be able to tape it down, and you've still got that space to come off there. So you're not taking any of your beautiful design by taping over the top of your stencil, and you know you've got a nice smooth square border on you. Do you know what I'm saying, don't you?
Exactly, yeah.
You don't wear a big blouse like me. like this
Oh,
when you're
yes,
doing yours,
a bit.
because mine has gone into me soapy water.
Oh,
So I'm just going to wring it out and pull it up a little bit further.
Oh, dear.
It's a case of do as I say, not as I do. Absolutely. Right, now I'm just going to belt and braces, tape this down as well, because I want it to stay nice and still. And always with glitter paste, it's a good idea just to make sure that you've got all of your bases covered. Okay, so now I'm ready to start applying it. Now, a couple of things you can do, Ben. We're going to be using the spatulas later. I'm going to be telling you about these. You need these in your life. I'll talk to you more about them later. They're great for getting stuff out the bottom of the pot if you need to.
Okay.
But, you know, not necessary just now. You can take paste straight out with your palette knife. Now, I prefer to use a palette knife with a bend in.
Okay.
You see that there? And this one too. So just choose whether you want the round one or the pointy one. It's entirely up to you. Doesn't matter. I like to use this one. This is my favourite. And I take the paste off on the back of my back of my palette knife. There's the top of my palette knife. You can see where it's bent. I pick up the paste with the back, just as much as I think I need. And don't think you have to get too much, but don't be too frugal either, because you want to get a nice coating. And then all you do is gently across the top of your stencil. So it's not like buttering toast. You don't want to put it on and then scrape it off again. It's kind of whispering across the top, because I do want some dimension on there as well.
Yeah.
So I'll get all of my paste on. You can see when I push too hard, can you see there how it's took it off? So you can see the card. You don't want to see the card. So just gently smooth it over. There we go. Pick up a little bit more. You can move it across.
It spreads very evenly, doesn't it?
It
You don't seem to need a lot.
No, you don't need a lot. It does go a good amount. I mean, it depends whether you're doing a full 8x8 background with your glitter paste. But we're going to take this paste that's left over off and back into the pot. You're not going to waste any. So I just don't like to scrape too much off. I don't like to waste. There's always a little bit of residue left behind, Ben, and I don't like wasting too much because I'm a frugal crafter. So I just like to get it on. You see, you can go in many different directions, so you don't have to just go in one direction. Just get where you feel comfortable. So you can't see any of that design left. And then you can just gently bring your paste off. And then I like to put it a little bit back on. So I'm almost putting it on and taking it off again until I feel like I've got good coverage. And then when I take it off, I can put it back in my pot.
And so with the 3 spatulas that you've got then, there's not one specific for a specific purpose, it's just depends
whatever
which
you feel
one is
comfortable with.
Best for you,
These, what I think to do glitter paste, it is definitely better to use the one with the bend. I just feel you get more control. Okay, that's coming off. And then when you've got it off, just lift up your tape and then gently pick this up from your card. Remember, you've got your repositional adhesive on there. So you lift up gently and then look at
That's
that,
amazing.
Look at what you can create. Sorry, Charlotte, I picked it up out of your way. Look at how incredible that is. Now look how neat your edges are. Look how there's no smudging because of that oversized stencil. Look at the dimension you've got on there, Ben. It really is, and that's with every single one of the colours. I've done that on black cardstock, would have worked on white cardstock just as beautifully. But I wanted you to see that. Look at the shimmer and shine. It's you're good, and you can do that on glass, candles, acetate, fabric, trainers, denim jacket, t-shirts. You can do it on your cardstocks. You can do it on your vellum. I'm not going to say to you there's something you can't use this on.
Try it.
Just try it. I've got a vase that I did when we were trying it in the like a pen pot in my office, and I just whacked them on with whacked it on with a palette knife on the side of my vase. Once it's dry, it is solid, and you need to get a chisel to get it off there. So it dries really firm. However, your cleanup, Ben, your cleanup is where you need your hot soapy water. So look, I just want to show you one here on my stencil. Can you see I've got some little bits left over? Tiny bits. There's hardly any waste on there at all because I was very careful about how much I put on, and then I was careful to take it off and put it back in my pot. which you can see there on the side. I put it back in my pot as I went. I would actually now go and do this because it's all just too nice to waste. So you are always going to waste a little bit, but I just go over the top of my stencil with my palette knife because I'm frugal, Ben.
Well,
or tight, depending on what you want to do.
Frugal's a nicer word, isn't it?
That's how much I've saved, but that doesn't matter because that's all the goodness, so that's going back in. At this point, remove your tape. You're going to pop that in the bin or on your little bit of rubbish kitchen towel as I've got here. Bear with. So it's sticking to my fingers. There we go. And then it goes into your stencil bath, which is your warm soapy water.
Yep.
There we go. Into your stencil bath, and then you're just going to give that a little rub with the sponge. Let me show you that. And you can do both sides, and your water will get glittery, so you will need to clean your water every now and again.
Yeah.
That stencil now onto a piece of kitchen towel. Let me move that paste out of the way. That stencil now onto a piece of kitchen towel, pat dry, and I am ready to go again with that, and there's no glitter residue left on there whatsoever. That stencil's now clean and ready to go. And that is just my top tips for you, Ben, in terms of getting the best out of them and keeping the stencils nice so that you can use them.
Incredible. What a great way to start things off, and great timing by Leann as well, because the Showstopper deal, it's live, it's live, it's live. Go, go, go. The Showstopper deal is live. Here it is. I can now stand behind it. It's so big. Look, you can't even see me. You get everything within this collection that you're seeing here. So you get all of those beautiful pastes, all of the 9 different colours of paste. You get all of the collections of the stencils included in there as well. On top of that, we're giving you your spatulas. You're going to be getting the palette knives. Now, these aren't there in the pack shop, but you will get those palette knives as well. And Leann will show you those in just a second. But the amazing deal, and I honestly cannot believe that we're doing this. If you go for the Showstopper, right, so you get everything, it works out that your mat that Leann has just been working with there, that's been specifically designed to work absolutely perfectly with this collection, that mat, which is worth $19.99 or $22.95, you're getting that for free within the bundle on top of the 20% off you're getting off the launch price, which is incredible. And here's the thing, if you've already shopped this morning and you've gone, oh, well, I've bought some of the pastes already, now you need to get the Showstopper because you've got the Showstopper and your extra paste that you've already bought. So you're away, and you'll need more of those pastes, won't you? What a price here as well, okay? £85.54 or $108.52. You have got to be shopping for these because, as I said, the Showstopper deal, we only have a limited quantity of, and people have already jumped in on this one. Let's just have a look at those palette knives as well with Leann. So you get these 3 included with the deal. Here they are.
Palette knives have a different use, Ben, so you get all 3 of these in this set, and we've given you all of the good things about a palette knife and none of the bad things. You can buy very reasonable. I'm going to get a piece of card so you can see them behind there. Can you see them behind black card? That's better. Look, you can buy very reasonable palette knives which are plastic. And you know they have a purpose, they have a use. However, they don't have as much bend or giving them bend. So these, to get your paste on, as I was doing it, sorry, I whipped your card out the way, Charlotte. You need that bend in the palette knife to be able to get it into all of those areas and have control. So having a metal palette knife with the dip and the bend will make it so much easier for you when you're applying your glitter paste. And then that oversized, comfortable grip handle, which means if you do have dexterity issues and you can't hold small, tiny little things, you've got a nice sized handle there in your hand to be able to do it. And then the 3 different shapes as well. So you've got your pointy detail, which has got the duck bill, and then the flat rounded, which has the duck bill, and then the flat one. And each one of them have a use, and you'll be using them all the time with all of your different mixed media projects. It's very, very easy to apply your pastes because of all of the above. And also the metal ones, super easy to clean as well.
Amazing. Have you got, whilst we're there too, just have you got the spatulas available? Because you're going to get 2 spatulas within the collection as well. I think it's just important maybe just to have a quick look at these within the set. So we've got spatulas of different sizes, haven't we?
We do have the spatulas in different sizes, and so in each pack you get 4 spatulas. You get 2 of the long ones and 2 of the short ones. These little spatulas are As you know, when you're doing your baking at home,
Yep.
you're getting the cake mixture out, exactly as that, but smaller for your mixed media type applications. And then each one of them has the little spoon on the bottom, and you've got the short and the long ones. Ben, I have cleaned out moisturiser pots, foundation pots. I've got a set of these in my kitchen to get to the bottom of my sauces. You know, your sauces at the bottom, where you've got all of that and the good stuff in the bottom, and you can't get it out because it won't shake anymore. But you know there's another dinner's worth in there. I use it for my spatulas in the kitchen as well. So these are really great, but you do need them for your glitter paste because it means that you're going to get the very last spot of paste out of your pot and make it really, really easy to use. And again, like me, I'm tight. I want all of the tools to be able to let me use all of the good glitter out of that pot.
Do you know what? Great minds think alike as well, because I've seen at least 3 or 4 comments on the ones that get sent through to me of you guys saying that you're going to be using these in the kitchen, and also the amount of you said you're going to be using them for makeup as well. The spatulas and the palette knives is incredible. We have got questions coming through, so I'll fire a few at Leann in just a second, but so many of you telling me you now bought that Showstopper. The website is melting. The Showstopper has not sold out. We are having problems keeping up because we've got so many people on the website. We've got so many people at checkout. Our website is struggling to handle the load. So if you're looking at the Showstopper and thinking, it's gone, it hasn't sold out. We've got many of you trying to buy it, but it hasn't gone. So do hang with us. Just be patient and we will get that sorted as soon as we can. Laurel was waiting with bated breath for the Showstopper. Hopefully you've got it. Katie's up early saying she set the alarm so she wouldn't miss the show. I am so excited for this launch, says Katie in block capitals. Kathy's bought the stencils and the paste kit. Katie's excited because she loves anything and everything shiny. Di's bought the glitter paste and the spatula. Jean Marie says, I've just ordered all mine. I cannot wait for it to arrive. And well done also to Christina Shanahan, who says, Ben, Leann, I got the Showstopper. Says, I'm so excited. Charlotte says, whoop, whoop, I've just checked out. Crafty Sue's got the Showstopper. Sandra Dundas has got a Showstopper. Woohoo! She says, I can calm down now. And Helen Bratherton, hello, Helen, says, I've got mine. Yippee! Should we have a few questions or should we get on to another demo? I think, you know what? We'll pile the questions up and before we have a break in just a little bit, we'll have a bit of a Q&A with Leann. But we need to see more, don't we? We need to see more, particularly the colours. And I know Leann is getting very excited unwrapping and taking off the lids of all of these gorgeous colours. So what are you going to show us next, Leann?
So a little top tip actually, Ben, before I forget. So on the earlier one, this rose gold one, I took the whole metal lid, the whole metal seal off, didn't I? If you do that at home, the same as me, what I do, I get a piece of cling film, just from the drawer, you know, like plastic wrap. I don't know what you call it in the US. We call it cling film here.
It's called, yeah, it's got a special name.
You know, the plastic sheet wrap. You know, the plastic that you wrap your sandwiches in, that.
Yeah.
So I get some of that and I put it over the top and then I twist my lid on.
Yeah.
And that creates another seal for you. So if you have removed it, if these two here, I've managed to get them open by leaving the seals on, which you can see, which means I can put that down and fasten my lid and I don't need to do the cling film thing. But if you take the whole thing off, if you get excited, a little bit of cling film, fasten your lid on top, it's going to stop your paste from drying out. That's really, really important because it dries with air. So you must keep your lids back on your pots and you must seal them properly for them not to dry out. Consider that your warning. Okay, so what I've got here is just 2 colours. I thought, well, we've done a 1 colour. Let's look at Ombre. And I've got so many other things in the 2 o'clock show. I've got a ridiculous amount of demos and we'll do some in the second hour here too. But I just want to show you some of the real quick, easy techniques, the reasons why you want these straight off the bat. So I've done the same little icon that I had before, so you can see the difference between the two. I've already put my stencil spray on the back, which is just our stick and spray, or any kind of stencil adhesive that you have or that you can access wherever you are. And then I've got my palette knife again, and I'm going to Ombre 2 colours, Ben. So I'm going to take a little bit of the green. So we know I like to take it out on the back of my stencil, on the back of my palette knife. And I'm going to bring that across here, exactly as I did before. I'm just spreading it out and making sure I get all of those areas in.
This demo's for you, Sarah Kay, who was requesting this one, mixing them together. So The Showstopper is now back in stock. Go, 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 producer Johnny. I've never heard Johnny so animated in my ear. He's excited as anything this morning. But basically, go quickly on the Showstopper because it's flying out. Sorry, Leann, back to you.
That's no problem at all. So you see, what I've done is I've put some of that green glitter paste along there, and then I've scraped off I'm going to show you there. Look, scraped off what I don't want to waste. That goes back into my pot now, and then I just make sure I've got that a nice coverage. Okay, so I'm good with that there. And I've put back anything that I've got in my pot. Then what you're going to do is take a piece of towel or a baby wipe, or I use a wet microfiber cloth at home. I then do that and take the residue off. If you've only got one set of palette knives, clean your palette knife before you go into the next colour pot because you don't want to contaminate your glitters.
Exactly right, yes.
But if you've got several different palette knives, then you can do that. And often I'll use both of these with the duckbill, one for one colour, one for the next. But I've got about 3 sets at home. And I use one knife per colour in a session before I clean again. But if you don't, and you've only got the one set, just make sure you clean in between applications. Go and take your glitter paste out again. And you know, I'm taking it on the back of the knife. It's so much easier. And then all you do is ombre across where they join. And then you do a kind of little bit of a blend. So I'm just going over where the green is. So some of the green's going off, some of it's going on. And then I drag it all the way down.
I don't know if it's the way that you're doing it or if it's the paste on its own, but I've seen glitter pastes in the past, and this seems to take a lot better. With a lot less effort. It seems to look a lot easier the way you're doing it.
Ben, you're not imagining it. It's not me. I am not magic or particularly skilled when it comes to this. You're going to get the same result at home. So this is one of the things where I was saying earlier, you know, when we take a while to bring something out of Crafters Companion or Spectrum Noir, it's because we've been perfecting it.
Okay.
And that's what we've been doing with this glitter paste, because I've tried glitter paste in the past with no success, Ben, because I've took it off as quick as I was putting it on, and then I'd be very disappointed with the result, and it would all stick to my knife, stick to the stencil, be in a lump, couldn't spread it around easily. This has the perfect, it's the adhesive that we've got and the size of glitter particle, which makes that so much more easy and accessible to everybody. So once I've done the purple, only where it's purple, I'll go and take that, make sure I've got no green in there. That comes off into the pot. Clean my palette knife again, then the lids can go back on those. Now what I suggest you do is get yourself to a pound shop or a bargain basement shop and get yourself 20 of these. Because then what I do is I take off any of this excess into a little pot so I can use my own mixed colours of glitter. Again, I am not wasting anything, Ben.
I know.
And then I'll have one for purple and green and one for red and whatever. So I'm saying get yourself a good 20. They're about 50 pence. They're not a lot of money. And then you can save all of your waste that you take off. So you just give it a little spread. Just make sure you've got the ombre lovely where you want it. It doesn't matter if you mix these two colours now. In fact, I will go over some areas because then it makes that lovely smooth transition between the colours. Make sure I'm happy with it. Clean it off, and then do exactly as we did before, where we lift up the tape and then we carefully hold the card still, gently peel up your stencil.
Come on!
And look, and then that goes into your, it's gone straight in my stencil bath over there. But then look at this.
Look at the ombre. Amazing.
Look at the ombre. Isn't that incredible? I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Look at the transition you've got between a green, then a peacock colour, all the way down to the purple. It's absolutely, it's exquisite, Ben.
That's the word.
And so you see, you can do it. Oh, struggling to pick it up. Come back. Do it with your solid colour. Do it with your ombre of colour. Look how beautiful. I mean, Ben, you're going to be able to do this yourself at home, and my word, are you going to have the best time. It's please do not think this is me. Oh, Leann, you've been crafting for years.
No.
You can do that because you're clever. 100% not, because when I've tried glitter paste before, it's looked like a dog's breakfast, I'll not lie. And so that's why I haven't done it in my craft, because it just didn't work. These pastes have been milled, manufactured, put together in the most magical way, which means they will lie down beautifully for you, and you will get exactly the result you can see me getting here, because all I'm doing is laying it gently across a stencil.
Exactly right. And do you know what? I don't think that is the case. I am looking at this and thinking, blooming heck, I could do this. I could achieve this. You can do this. If you've never crafted before, if you've never used a stencil or glitter paste ever before in your life, today is the day to go, do you know what? I'm going to do that because I can do it. And think of the amazing things that you can create. And let's just be honest here. All we've had a look at as far as the stencils are concerned are just those smaller icons. So almost like the smallest of the stencils. How amazing is this going to look when we get into the bigger borders and those big 8x8 stencils that we're going to see over the course of the day today? And don't worry as well, because a lot of you are saying, oh, can we see the glitter paste go onto acetate? I'm sure we're going to be seeing that over the course of the day. I'm getting a nod. A few of you wanting to see it go onto to glass as well. We're going to be seeing it go onto all sorts of different materials. We've got this show, of course, so the preview show right now, Wake Up Call, and then the official launch at 2 o'clock this afternoon, where we'll see even more. Is there anything in particular that you want to see, by the way? Do feel free to fire in any requests, and we will do, of course, our very best to do that for you. Now, it is so busy. I've got to tell you, this has been the busiest day of the year so far. We have got so many people working behind the scenes to try and keep the website up and running. It went down again just a second ago. It is now back up. And this is what I was saying at the top of the show, the Showstopper deal. 20% of the stock has already disappeared, and it's only been live it's been live for 14 minutes. It's been live for 14 minutes and 20% of the stock has gone. This is the busiest wake-up call, producer Johnny's telling me, that we've had, not this year, that we've ever had. The busiest 45 minutes that we have ever had. The uptake on this is off the chart. The excitement, you can feel it in the air. Producer Johnny's needing to go for a lie down. You've got to be in to grab this. If you want the Showstopper, I cannot guarantee to you that this will be here when we officially launch it at 2 o'clock. It is that busy right now. We've had people setting alarm clocks all around the world to be up for this. Get whatever it is that you want and more now, because I can't guarantee what we're going to have at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You definitely, Leann's fallen over because she's so excited. Did you just fall in the water there, or knock the water over?
The water is still intact, thank goodness. I almost kicked the water, realised, jumped out the way, dropped my scissors and tripped over a bucket. But it's fine. Nobody's been hurt.
Good. At least you just tripped over the bucket and didn't kick it. It's $85.54 for the full Showstopper collection. $108.52. This gives you everything. You get the mat, which has been specifically designed for this collection, for free. It's worth $19.99 or $22.95. We just throw that into the Showstopper deal for free, alongside all of your gorgeous 9 colours that you're going to be receiving, alongside all of those amazing stencils that you're getting too. And don't forget, you get the 3 stencils per design within each of those sets. So the big 8x8 background, you've got your border and your icon in there as well to create the most amazing projects. And as we've talked about, and as you've seen, these colours are absolutely stunning. They take so beautifully as well, don't they? If you, I mean, as I say, I've not seen a lot of glitter paste in my crafty life, but I can think of the shows that I've done in another life, and I've always been sort of left a little bit underwhelmed by glitter paste and how difficult it seems to be able to, get them through the stencil. And like Leann's saying, you end up having splodges and lumps and bits and bobs all over the place. These, as you can see, take absolutely beautifully. The fact that you can ombre the colours, mix these up, it's such an amazing professional effect. But let's be honest here, anyone is able to achieve this. You're able to achieve this. Please do not delay on this collection. So many beautiful comments coming through. Let's just see who else has been shopping whilst we've been chatting. Betty says, I've got the Showstopper and extra paste. That is what we call savvy shopping in the trade. Get the Showstopper, get extra paste, because that's exactly what you're going to be needing. Elle Wilson's got the Showstopper. Kathy Wright says, I've got the Showstopper ordered. Woo-hoo! Diane has ordered as well. Diana Browning says, I've just got the Showstopper. I'm so excited. Look at all these Showstoppers going. Linda Borched has got it. Katie Hartley says, OMG, I've just ordered. I am so excited. Hi to Alison, who's bought the Showstopper. She says, my birthday present to myself. Well, happy birthday, and what a marvellous present. And Sue Thomas says, 3rd attempt to buy the Showstopper, successful. Yes. Heart rate back to normal. There are wows, there are smiling faces. There are people telling me they set the alarm for 3 o'clock this morning to get up. It is absolutely bedlam. Brenda Blackler's got the Showstopper as well. We are going to have to take a short break here because we have never been busier than we are today. This is your opportunity. You will miss nothing here. So if you're not checking out for the fact you don't want to miss Leann's demos, we're taking a break for 3 or 4 minutes. Head to the checkout. This is me being serious today. You've got to be in it to win it because this is going to disappear. Go now and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes time. Go, go, go.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome back to the biggest show of the year so far. This has been so busy. So many of you shopping. So many of you bought the Showstopper. Sue King has got the Showstopper. Val Lloyd, Val in Southampton. Yes, Val, got the Showstopper. Terry Anderson, Ben and Leann, you've got block capitals on me here. I've got the Showstopper, plus an additional set of spatulas for my daughter. And you say, yeehaw! Happy camper. I love that. Laura Simmons has purchased. Yes. Joan Wilson Sidelit says, amen. The Showstopper is mine. Very happy. Kerry Carney says, yes, I've got my order placed. Lynn Collinson just ordered the Showstopper as a birthday present to myself for tomorrow. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. What a present you've just bought yourself. And Kerry Papineau says, I never slept. I stayed awake refreshing my screen all night, waiting for it to go live. Kathy Myers, holy smoke artichokes. The hardest showstopper to get, but I got it. Happy, 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 says Kathy. Apologies for that. We are just so super busy. That's the thing here. And our website is struggling to keep up with the demand today. We should have known. We should have known. Jerry Johnson is swooning at the sparkle. And we've got so many lovely comments coming through. You guys are uber excited about this. Some quick fire questions we could potentially just fire in. Dorothy wants to know, Leanne, can she use this paste with any stencil?
100%, Dorothy. Yes, you can. If you can put, you don't, and do you know what, can I just say as well, it doesn't just have to be stencils. I'm going to be painting these onto embellishments.
Oh.
On glittered embellishments. We're going to be filling in bezels to make a thing. So stencils are what we would traditionally think glitter pastes are for, and it's 80% of the time how we're going to use them. But in our second hour today, I'm going to be showing you a lot more. However, any stencil you've got in your stash at home, you can be able to put your glitter paste through.
And Sharon's just asking, could you use these on embossing folders?
I wouldn't recommend on embossing folders. I think you can emboss and then you can bring glitter paste into it, but I wouldn't recommend putting this into your folder and then putting it through when it's wet. However, what you could do is fully glitter. In fact, we might try that. In this hour, I'll take a square of card after this hour and I'll glitter it and we'll let it dry, and then you can emboss it once it's dry. So if you want to ombre some glitter paste onto a little square of card and leave it to fully dry, then put that into your embossing folder and emboss it so it's glittering, you've got the texture, you can do that, but don't put wet paste into your embossing folder. And
one final one for now. Daisy's just wondering if she uses it on fabric, if you needed it to be permanent, would you need to seal the paste, she's asking?
Okay, so when you use it on fabric, it will be permanent as long as you don't boil wash.
Yes.
So it's decorative. You're never going to be able to make it fully boil washable because it's adhesive, and so the adhesive will melt back and come out again. However, what I know you can do is put it onto clothing, onto bags, onto shoes, and it can be spongeable or a cold wash.
Right.
And so many detergents, non-biological detergent, so many detergents these days work at 0 temperature or less than 30 degrees, don't they? And we ought to be doing that for the environment anyway. So as long as you're not putting it above 30 degrees of a temperature, you're going to be okay.
Excellent. And a few more. We've just got the Showstopper. Adriana's in the Showstopper group now. Well done. Lynn Bledsoe says, yes, I've got the Showstopper. Just Rochelle says, I've got it. Rosemary Rich says, success. I've got the Showstopper plus an extra set of glitter paste. Betty Gossel. Oh, this is a good question. By the way, a quarter of the stock has gone on the Showstopper. That's 25 minutes because it only launched at 5:30. So in 25 minutes, 25% of the stock has gone. If it keeps going that way, you can work out when it's going to sell out. It won't be here at 2 o'clock if it keeps going at this rate. And back to you, Leanne, with this, but on this question, Betty just wants to know, how long does the glitter paste take to dry? That's a good question.
That is a really good question. I would say in an hour, it's going to be touch dry, but you really need to leave it overnight.
Okay. Excellent stuff. Keep the questions coming in. Please keep letting me know whether or not you have bought the Showstopper 2. I would love to hear from you. And we will go back to Leanne, who has got another demo up her sleeve. What are you going to be showing us next?
I thought we'd just dive straight into the acetate, Ben.
Oh, yes.
So many questions about it. And I thought, I'm going to stick with the same icon. You're going to see me do flat colour, ombre, acetate, all straight away with the same stencil. So you can see the comparison. So I have got my, this might be my favourite colour, Ben. This pink one. I can't tip the pot up because I've got the lid off. What's it called, Ben?
It's called the Rose Gold.
No, I'm going to put the lid on and tell you.
Hang on. No, stand here. That's all right. No, I'm there.
He's there. He's doing it.
It's the Peony Bloom.
Yes, Peony Bloom. Oh, my word. The intensity of the pink colour and sparkle in here is, I can't think of a word. It's just that's what it is, Ben. So I have got a piece of acetate for you here. And I've done my stencil adhesive and I've taped it down so everything's nice and still. And there's no different technique, Ben. The technique is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So you're going to take your palette knife, you're going to take a little bit of that paste onto the back of your palette knife, exactly as we've done. And I'm bringing it through the stencil exactly as we've done before. Just moving it through and round, building up that texture. And you know, Ben, you were right to observe that it is so easy to apply this paste.
I'm just going to, you carry on doing what you do. You don't need to show me, but there's something else I want to do very quickly.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the other thing as well.
What's that?
Well, again, normally when I've seen glitter paste being used before,
Yeah.
you hear this like,
Oh, yes.
and that to me kind of says, I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know, it's not formulated
The glitter
properly.
particles are far too big, and that's why it scrapes itself off.
And why you get clumps.
Yes, and why you get clumps, because the glitter particle catches and you bring it off. These glitter particles are super fine, so you're not getting that.
What are you saying?
All right, I know I'm short. Honestly, don't kick the bucket.
Oh no, I won't do that. not
I
while
know
I'm on air.
I've got a platform because I'm only 5 foot in me stocking feet. So I've got a special step, which means Ben has to stand off the step like he doesn't like me when he comes to talk to us.
Yep. Oh, we'll not talk about that.
No, we'll not talk about that time.
But I just wanted to come over and listen.
It's not gratey, is it? Now,
No.
there's a slight smell, but it's not overpowering. Slight smell, because that's the other thing with some glitter paste, the smell of the adhesive,
smell it.
when you open the lid, knocks you out. Now, it is a glue, so there will be some odour, but it's not that I need to be outside in the
No.
garden applying it.
No, opening all the doors and windows inside.
Just make sure, you've got a window that you can ventilate if you've been using it for 6 hours. Just be careful. Right, so I'm just applying my glitter paste. I've got it where I need it to be, on my acetate. There we go. Now, I just cut my acetate paste. I'm just doing that. Get it nice and clean. I can get it on my mat if I want, because this is a non-stick cleanable mat. I don't have to worry about any mess on there. Now, what I have getting ready, just to show you before I remove that stencil, is I sent Jake running to raid Christina's kitchen for some cling film. So I've got a piece of cling film.
Yeah.
So there's my pot. This is all I do. Bit of cling film over the top. Lid.
Okay.
Screw the lid on.
Yes.
If I've lost that silver seal, and I've done the same for my rose gold one.
Yeah.
And that'll keep it nice, and it'll prolong it so that if you're not going to use it for a couple of weeks, you're not going to come back to a dry pot of paste.
Good.
Okay, so that's just a little tip for you guys. Now, I'm just going to remove my tape. In fact, I can just pick this up here. Now, when you're using acetate, just be careful. Go very slowly, because it will hang on and it will stick in places, but you just want to lift it up. There we go.
My word.
I cut this too big, so you won't do that.
Yeah.
But you can see there. Now I can see, I've just missed a little bit there, Ben. Can you see that?
Oh, tiny bit, yeah.
Yeah, just because we were talking. So, just make sure, sometimes I pick it up and hold it to the light and you can see through it before I remove the stencil, but it's that easy to put it onto your acetate and get those beautiful stained glass effects. Look how the shimmer and shine on there from that lovely glitter on your acetate is absolutely
Thanks.
beautiful.
Yeah, beautifully.
And that's the same one that we've done the Ombre with. And we did the solid colour earlier. I'm just going to pop my stencil into its bath so I can clean it. There you go. And then here's some more examples I've got for you, Ben. So look, probably need a piece of card. Let me just get a piece of cardstock with the peacock feathers. I'm just going to show you. These are all dry on acetate now. So here we go, the peacock feathers from the peacock stencil, all ombre. And that is on acetate.
Yeah.
Look at the fine detail you're able to achieve. It's absolutely beautiful. But look, if you want to do your full backgrounds, look at the fans.
Look at the sparkle there.
Look at the sparkle.
That is amazing.
Now you can use it from that side or that side. So you can have the texture showing or the flat acetate showing. It's entirely up to you. You can ombre between the colours,
yes.
the rose gold and the gold there, or you can just do the solid. Look how, I mean, honestly, look at that. Who doesn't want to do this, Ben?
I know.
Behind an aperture on a card, behind an aperture in a gift box, making tea light holders from acetate, put your little battery tea lights inside. It's going to look absolutely incredible. So you're able to do all of this very, very quickly and easily. And I just wanted to show you some of the easy applications. I will do a proper demonstration next.
Oh my, thank you for the comments. We are so happy that you guys have fallen in love with these glitter paste. A third of the Showstopper has gone. You've got to be in quick. I mean, do you know what? There's lots of little demos that we've showed you so far, and if you're not sold on it yet, stick with us. But there's so many of you have bought this in the fact that a third of the stock has already disappeared. A lot of you going for the Showstopper. Remember, you get that mat for free within the Showstopper deal. That's worth £19.99, $22.95. That comes for free. You'll get all the spatulas, you'll get the palette knives as well, which aren't in the actual bundle here, but you do get those included as well, on top of all of those beautiful colours, on top of all of the... I'll show you again the designs in just a second, but whilst we're just waiting for that, gorgeous, says Kathy. I love the colour, says Adriana. Charlotte is saying, my Gracie, that's her daughter, was so excited when we were watching First Look yesterday. She warned me to be ready with my bank cards for this release. Well, it's, I mean, good news there. That one's coming through. I'm glad that you've got it. Patricia says, OMG, finally successful. I've got the Showstopper. Woohoo, says Melanie D. Got the Showstopper. So excited for this to arrive. And Sarah Kate is saying, I've never seen glitter paste that is so rich in colour and so bright. Barbara Culpepper says, yes, I've got the Showstopper with an extra matte. Beth Lucas, I've got the Showstopper. Deborah Barmforth, she says, and breathe. I've got the Showstopper, as well as a Prezi to me. Mary Jo Bending says, so excited, I've ordered the Showstopper. I cannot wait to play with it. These are all of the designs that you're getting as far as those stencils are concerned. You get all three. So you get your border, you get your 8x8, you get that beautiful icon in there as well. And remember, if you want to go for these individually, you can, but they all come together for you within that Showstopper deal. And again, I think we've made some beautiful designs here. You guys love the butterflies, you love those gorgeous hearts, you love the spots and dots as well. Producer Johnny just telling me now 40% of the Showstopper has disappeared. You have got to be quick because, like you said, once this is gone, that's it. I mean, it may well be that the Showstopper comes back as a slightly smaller bundle, but potentially things like the pastes won't be in there, or the stencils won't be in there. So if you want to take advantage of this deal, get it all together at the best price with that discount of 20%, with that free matte in there as well, you've got to be quick. This is disappearing at a rate of knots. I cannot believe how busy we are for, what is it, just gone 4 a.m. Pacific time, just gone 7 a.m. East Coast. Let us know if you were up at 4 a.m. This morning, or indeed 3 a.m. Getting ready for this deal. I mean, kudos to you if you were up early, because you have done a great thing. I've got a funny feeling when we come back for the official launch, this is going to be hanging on by a thread, if it's even here at all. So those are all of the designs that you're going to be getting. You're getting all of those gorgeous colours as well of the different pastes, and you're getting it all for just £85.54 today if you're platinum, $108.52 if you're in the US, of course, as well. You're very close, aren't you, to that free shipping threshold too. So make sure you're adding in more of those pastes. Maybe you want to add in more of those spatulas, or maybe the palette knives. Maybe you want to get yourself a second one of the craft mats as well. You've seen how super useful those are. Maybe you want to use one with this particular collection, but then you want a second one to do your watercolouring with. However it works for you, I would say the fact that you're getting one free, you might think to yourself, well, actually, I will buy another one. Maybe you want to gift it to somebody. You definitely need more of those sparkle pastes. If you're getting the Showstopper and budget allows, add those in as a separate item, so to make sure that you've got lots and lots for you, because if you've seen how easy it has been so far this morning on this show, you're going to be stenciling everything, stenciling onto everything as well, because as you've heard, these glitter pastes will take onto the majority of materials. And like Leanne said, if there's one that you're thinking about that we perhaps haven't mentioned, give it a go. What is the worst that could happen? What are your favourite stencils as well? Let us know in the comments. Miriam's just saying, I love that heart stencil, and also the butterflies. And a good question from CJ Leanne, who's just saying, really acetate, is it the heavyweight acetate the best to use, or will it take to any type of acetate?
It'll take to any type, but I prefer to use the heavyweight.
Okay.
So that I was using, you know, we did a pack, and we've got them on the website, I'm sure it's the A5 size that we used when we did the stained glass set. That's the one I used.
Excellent stuff. Keep the comments coming. Good morning, says Kathleen. I've placed my set together. I was afraid it would sell out before the Showstopper went live. Just also to ask Leanne, there's been a few people asking about the, I think it's the Moonlight Frost.
Yes.
Is that one that you're able to colour? A few people have been asking, because it's like...
it's iridescent.
Iridescent, yeah.
Yes, it really is. And I'm going to be showing you in the second hour today, when we come back at 2 o'clock, I'm going to show you how you can use the Moonlight Frost to make a pastel colour out of any of the other deeper colours, because you can mix them together and make new colours. So it's great for that. It's great for use on its own. And yes, if you want to dye this in any other way, you can.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing, isn't it? So you've got all these different colours within the collection. You can then ombre them. You can then dye that one. I mean, so many different colours. Let me know, please, again, if you have shopped for this. Let me know if you're like a new crafter. Maybe you've never used glitter paste before and you're jumping in and thinking, I'm going to get these for the first time and have a go. Let me know how excited you are. I know Jennifer's excited. She says, I was up at 4 a.m. in Berkeley, California, and I bought the Showstopper. Boom. Sandra C says, I was up at 4 a.m. EST Canada. Great deal. Managed to get the Showstopper. Yes. And Jean Marie Penny says, I love them all. My favourite design is the fan shell design. That will work lovely, won't it, with your Roaring 20s collection if you have purchased that over the last few weeks. If you do want to go for individuals as well, let's just flash up the details for you, like that mixed media mat. Loads of you are jumping in for that. I think a lot of people are thinking, actually, because I'm getting one free in the Showstopper, I'll jump in and grab another. Just a handy piece of craft room equipment. There's the details for that one. So $19.99 or $22.95. That's what we're giving you for free within the Showstopper. There's the value on the screen right there. We're bonkers, aren't we? 20% off the launch, and we give you the mat for free. What are we even doing? Don't worry about that. If you do want to jump in, and grab the mat on its own, though, add another one into your bundle. £15.99 or $18.36 is your platinum price on that one. Right, let us go back. Kathy just saying, I was one who checked every hour to see if the Showstopper was on the site yet. No, I'm ready to go back to bed, but can't sleep because I want to see all the demos that Leann is doing. So we've got more demos coming up here in the next, I can't believe the time, 50 minutes left of the show. And then, of course, the official launch. I mean, what am I even talking about? This is flown out the door already, but the official launch, if we've got any of the Showstopper left, is at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. In the time that we have off in between the shows, if there's anything particular that you want to see, do feel free to fire in the request. And as always, we'll do our very best to show you what you want to see. Sandra is saying the butterfly stencil, my favourite. I'll definitely be combining Colour My World and the glitter pastes. And already you guys are asking for more. Charlotte's saying, please bring us some Christmas stencils. We are already talking about it. They would fly out of the door. Christmas stencils next, please, Leann, if we can. She's nodding. She's nodding. She's nodding. Duly noted. She's nodding. Right, we're going to get back to another demonstration. Keep the comments coming through. Any more questions as well? We'll fire those Leann's way before the end of the show. And also, because I'm enjoying seeing who's bought what, let me know what you shop for. Let me know what else you're adding into your basket. If you're in the US, let me know what you're adding in to get up towards that free shipping level. But I feel like we're rattling through this show. What are we going to look at next, Leann?
So we're going to do a full background, Ben. We haven't done that yet. And
No.
I thought I've shown you the small icons. What you really need to see is a nice big full background too, so you know how easy that is to do. And we're going to ombre the colour. So I've got the peony bloom, the rose gold and the copper, 3 colours there. You can see they're the 2 that I've already wrapped in cling film. And we're going to be creating a lovely ombre background with that lovely heart icon on there, just to create your full card. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Right, so I've got my mat, and can I just say, you definitely need 2 of these, because it doesn't matter how non-stick something is or how well you clean it, glitter never fully disappears, does it? It hangs around. So if you're going to want to do some watercolour and not have any glitter transference or a little sparkly glitter here and there, 1 for watercolour, 1 for glitter pastes and other mixed media is the way to go. So I've got my piece of cardstock there, and then I've got my stencil. And my stencil has the stencil spray on. Yeah, I've got the stencil spray on. And then I'm just positioning that onto the piece of cardstock where I would like it to be. And I can, I put the right side down? Yes, I have. Thought I put it upside down there for a second. Wouldn't be unheard. And then I'm just going to keep it still. I just like a little belts and braces, Ben. Bit of repositionable tape. You don't need a lot. And then we're good to go. So I'm going to start with the copper colour this time. And remember, you're going to get yourself a nice little empty pot, a little, one of those blue dishes that I showed you, you know, with the stuff to put your waste in. I've just got a ramekin for now, because I'm going to show you what else to do with the waste. So we're going to start with the copper, and remember, you pick it up on the back of your palette knife. So Crafter's Companion is the top of your palette knife. The back of your palette knife has nothing printed on it. It's where that duck bill bends down. It's best to pick it up on the back. That's how you get an easier, more smooth application. If you try and do it from here, that's where you're going to run into trouble. So use the back. So I'm picking up my paste, and then we're just going to do exactly as we did for the for the smaller Ben. It's no different at all. Now, this is where the design of that stencil, you can see, because we've done the wide border on the stencil, let me just pick that and show you there. Because we've done the wide border on the stencil, I can go off the edge with my paste, but I'm not going onto any cardstock or mat underneath because we've oversized the border on the stencil. Does that make sense? And then I'm just doing exactly as I did before, picking up a little bits of paste, putting it on, and because I'm tight, I don't put loads on straight away. I just take it, you can see I'm taking a little bit and dragging it over, and then I'm almost picking that back up on my knife as I come back across. As I take that over, and that means that I'm not wasting very much at all, Ben.
Christina Shanahan just said, I'm so glad that Leann is demoing all of the different colours. Charlotte says, I bought the Showstopper, an extra set of paste, plus extra Moonlight Frost one too, red liner tape, Country Lane flower forming set, and craft magnets. The Country Lane goodies, by the way, coming up later on this evening on Monday Makers. Michelle's in tonight for what's going to be a lovely show. 2696 says, I'm up at 4 on the Central Coast, California. Woohoo! I feel an early nap coming today. Yeah, have a little nap later on after the show and dream about all of the fun you're going to be having with this collection. Miriam sold with this demo. She says, my, oh my. Couple of quick questions. Inkwell Chick is asking, could you stamp with the glitter paste, potentially?
No.
No.
I have to be honest when I'm honest. No, it's just going to be blotchy. It's going to make a mess of your stamps. It's going to dry on there. You're never going to be able to get your stamp clean. So glitter paste is not meant for stamping.
Okay. And another question here from Lily who's saying, is it fine enough to use in a glue dispenser? I would probably say...
Yes, it is.
It is it?
You watch, in a syringe, you watch this bit. Yep, you can make your own glitter glue.
Get out of town.
This is a true story.
Actually, true story.
In fact, I'm just going to hang on. I've got a demo later. Hang on, bear with, guys.
I feel like we've kind of ruined a bit of a surprise now. Are you going to do this later and we've kind of...
Yes, but it's okay. I don't mind. Look.
Look at that. In a syringe.
In your Kalal syringe. And all I've done is seal it up. Look, you can see I've done rubber band. What do you call it?
What? What do you mean? What do you call it?
Charlotte. She's like, what is that? It's a syringe with glitter paste in. Look at the red stuff, Charlotte.
Don't worry about the elastic band around the end of it.
On the end, Charlotte, because I don't want it to dry out, is some of our repositionable tape, the yellow stopper, and an elastic band, just to keep it all so it doesn't dry out inside.
I mean, that is...
There we go.
Incredible.
What even is that?
What even is that,
Leann? What is that?
So you could do you could almost write with it then, couldn't you? And
absolutely. Do little swirls, do little dots, make your own glitter pearls.
Yeah.
Don't buy separate glitter pearls. You don't need to anymore. You can use that. So useful, Ben.
And that comes back to, for those of you perhaps who didn't believe me earlier when I was saying how smooth it is and how you can't hear the that you can normally hear on glitter paste. That shows you just how amazing the formula is of this. The fact that you can syringe it.
Absolutely.
Unheard of.
You're going to have a really great time. I think sometimes, Ben, these types of mixed media techniques can feel intimidating.
Yeah.
And they can be a little bit scary. And you might have a go, you might be really wowed by something, watch a demonstration. I've done it going to craft shows before, where you watch it live, the person in front of you. It looks like the easiest thing in the world. You spend £100 and you buy all the bits you get at home and it doesn't look the same. However, with this glitter paste, you can be confident that my team has put all of the work into it to make sure that it is absolutely the best glitter paste you're going to have used and experienced. The fineness of it, the smoothness of it, it's almost like a double cream.
Yeah.
It's buttery soft and not scrapey, as you said. And any time when you've been frustrated and not getting that result in the past, because I'm not being clever here, Ben, I'm just spreading it down on a stencil. And you're going to be able to do exactly the same thing. It's the research and development, it's the product development that we put into our product. It's the love care and attention that we put into all of those things, which are going to make it very, very, very easy and achievable for you. Now, I've got a little bit of the bronze in there, Ben, so I'm not going to put that back into my rose gold pot.
Yes.
So I don't want to contaminate. So I'm just on the edge of a little pot there, scraping that off, because I'm going to use this again in a minute, okay?
Yeah.
And then I'm picking up my final colour, which is my peony. And the thing is, look, you're not getting very much waste. And that's the texture of our, I can hear John in the background talking about how lovely and clean my knife is, Ben, right? I have to tell you the story.
Oh, here we go.
My knife wasn't very clean when I came in this morning because I'm a mucky crafter, Ben.
Yes.
And I had lots of dried up glitter paste on my knife.
What you like.
What am I like? John said you can't go live on air with a knife, with a mucky knife like that, you mucky woman. And he took it off.
He didn't call you that, did he?
No, he didn't. No, I'm embellishing now because he's highlighting the fact that I had a mucky knife. He took it into the kitchen and soaked it in some boiling water in a mug. So if you don't clean your knife straight away and you want to get your glitter paste off, put it in a mug of boiling water. It will loosen all the adhesive and you'll be able to have a lovely clean knife again. Thank you, John.
Well done. Let's all give John a big round of applause.
John, a round of applause. Round of applause there. We're welcome. I mean, he does everything with a good heart.
Oh, I think he's coming in to take a bow.
Coming in.
Oh, he's overplaying his partner. I didn't say come in. Here we go.
Here he is. Round of applause. Thank you, John. Thank you for the clean knife. You are a genius. Thank you, John. Honestly, where would we be without him? Honestly. Right, so while I've been spreading my paste on, we've been sharing my mucky knife debacle that we had earlier this morning. I've got all of my paste on here. So I'm just going over now, taking off anything that I think might be a little bit of waste, you know, where I don't want to lose it because, as we've discussed, I'm not only mucky when it comes to knives, I'm tight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take all of that there. I want a little bit more in there. Just a little bit more. There we go. And we are doing a full background. This now might have a little bit of rose gold, etc. in. So that's going into my little waste pot, which I'll come back to in a second. Okay, so that's what I'm keeping.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. Not a lot at all, because we're being very careful about how we apply it. Just going to move my pots back out of the way. And then we're going to release from the top.
This is the best bit.
And just peel that away. Oh,
look at the colours.
Look at that.
Look at the ombre effect. That's incredible.
Now, before I pick this up, we'll have a look at that in a second. What I'm now going to do with my palette knife, and you can do it with the bendy one, or actually you can do it with your straight one. The straight one in the palette knife set, look, takes off more of that glitter for you. So you're not wasting it. Can you see that? Yeah. Sorry, you couldn't see it. So look at how much I'm managing to get off there. That's going into my little pot because I don't want to waste any. Oh, hello. Oopsie daisies. So I'm going to go all over. So this you'll store in one of those little pots that you bought? Yeah. And it'll be a mixed Yeah, and then this will just be a mixed new colour with all of these colours in. I'm not wasting anything. I mean, I know some people just put that straight back into their stencil bath. I'm not wasting it, Ben. No. It's too nice to waste. Exactly, it's a good amount there as well. That goes in. I'm just going to get myself a little cloth to get that off my hands. You're going to be sparkly when you go home later, aren't you? Going to be sparkly. My granddaughter will love that when I get in. I've no doubt she'll want some of the sparkle. So that goes onto my little pot there, just before I release it. And you know what? You might think that this is why are you doing that, Leanne? All of these little bits, these little tips I'm giving you now, will help you get the most out of your paste when you're using them. Look at that, I'm not wasting that either. Got a little bit there. That's it, get it all off. Get it all off. Back in. Get it back in the pot. Come here, pot, because I'm going to show you. There we go. Right, we'll come back to that in a second and clean those up. There we go. Now I can show you the full background. So there you go. Beautiful, full ombre. Look at the glitter. Look, no missing bits. Now, when you've done a full background with glitter in the past, if you've tried it with pastes, you might have found you had little hot spots and cold spots where you hadn't quite caught a full design, or the tiny little bits weren't defined. Look how defined those tiny little hearts are in that corner. You can see that they're confetti hearts. The quality and the fineness of this glitter paste and the adhesive with it makes that achievable by anyone.
Yes.
Even if you've never, ever done it before. Now I'm going to put that aside to dry. And then what I've got here is one already dry that I can show you. So this is a dry one. And I just want to show you that when it's dry, it really is textured and firm. And I'm giving that you can hear, I'm giving that a good old rub and scrub. It's not chipping off the cardstock. It bonds to the cardstock permanent. The glitter that I've got on my hand is from the wet paste.
Yeah.
It really is fabulous. And then all you need to do is a little bit of matting and layering. Use your icon, and you've created yourself an absolutely stunning creation. You're entirely yourself. No backing papers needed. Just a little bit of matting and layering, in a little sentiment stamp, and you've got something truly unique and incredibly impactful. A bit like Gino says, minimum effort, maximum impact.
I love that saying.
Can I just show you what I'm going to do with my waist before I go?
Do it. Oh,
Sorry,
yes.
guys. So I've got here the border stencil that comes in that collection. This bit of waste that I took off now gets took out of here and applied.
Oh, okay.
In Ombre fashion, because that's all been mixed up. So then this will get put to the side and will be made into a bookmark or another little topper at another time. So I don't like any waste at all, Ben. I'll use all of this up. I'll spend a while scraping it out. Now, what you will notice is there's still some more in there, and my palette knife isn't getting it out, Ben.
Okay.
Guess what we do now?
What are you going to do? Get your spoon?
We're going to get our spatula.
Spatula spoon.
Spatula spoon, because look, I've got little bits in there that I can't get out.
Yeah.
Look what happens.
Yeah.
Your spatula will get in there and get all of that out for you. So you're not wasting anything.
Yeah.
You can then take that off on your palette knife, they're non-stick, and apply that to your design, fill in any of your little areas. And I have now created, out of that one application for a full background, because I've got my little spatula, not only have I done my full background, but I've done a custom colour.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Ready to be made into a bookmark with my waist.
I love
and that's another reason why with our stencils we've given you the full background, an icon and a border, because you're going to be able to not waste a dot of your glitter paste.
And that is incredible, isn't it, as well, just seeing the spatula being used there too. You could literally see every last ounce of that is being used. You don't have to, wash it all off and waste it. You can use every last little bit. And hopefully, Christina asking just how much you need to use every time. Hopefully, you've got an idea there. Less is more, I think, with the glitter paste. Just a few quick questions.
Yeah.
Can we use this on, asks Alicia, can we use this on canvas?
Yes.
Good. I love how Leann is just very sharp and to the point. Christine wants to know, is there a specific weight of cardstock to get the best result on that we should use?
No. You can use it on your scrapbook papers, you can use it on a thin cardstock, a thick cardstock. Just make sure that you've got your stencil spray and that you use a little bit of tape to stick it down. You're good to go.
And a few people are asking as well, these are all great questions. So could you potentially use this through your dies as well? A couple of people are asking.
Through your dies. I wouldn't be putting the glitter paste on my metal die.
Right.
So the thing is, as long as you clean it properly with your soapy water, it isn't going to hurt your die. But if you leave it to the side for a little while and you forget, if you haven't immediately immersed that in water and cleaned it thoroughly, it's going to stick because it's a permanent thing. And remember, I said it sticks to glass. We looked at the butterflies, etc. So if I'm going to caveat it with, sorry, this isn't a quick answer, Ben. I'm going to caveat it with, if you immediately clean it and immerse it, fully clean it before you get to your project, once you've took it off, you could risk it if you want to. I wouldn't. What I'd be doing is die cutting a piece of paper from the die and using that as a stencil.
Great. And one final question for now. Laurel's asking...
Sorry, Ben, that was a long story long.
No, it's quite good. It was, to be honest, it was short compared to some of the answers that we get sometimes. Laura's just wanting to know, so once we've created our background, like you've just done, if you then wanted to stick something on top of that, what would be the best adhesive to use once we've used the glitter paste?
Excellent. Kalal 3D glue.
Excellent stuff. There we go. And Leann, not you Leann, another Leann
Another
says she's enjoying Leann's School of Glitter Paste. She says, thank you so much.
Oh, Leann, you are so welcome. I really do like to make things very, very simple and achievable. I like to demystify and make the difficult easy and achievable for you at home so you can have all the fun. And if I've done that for you, I'm grateful. Thank you, Leann.
I just think it's brilliant, isn't it? And again, that's why I love this place so much, is that we bring you amazing products and then we send you away with all the information. You know, we send you away with all the top tips. We send you away with inspiration as well. And you go away a very happy shopper, don't you? You know, you're not taking this home and going, oh, what do I need to do again? I can't remember what Leann said. We're here, we're live for you. And again, if you have got any more questions, you want to fire away, we've got another about half an hour or so on this show, and then a full 2 hours again at 2, where we're going to be bringing you more hints and tips. We won't be, though, in that 2-hour show, be bringing you the stencils on their own, because this tells you, don't scream and shout, but the stencils on their own have now...
Sold out!
They're gone!
No way!
They're gone. You can now, look at that face, you can now only get them in the show, I don't know why I'm laughing, you can now only get them in the Showstopper. We're less than an hour and a half into the day today, and you can't get the stencils on their own. The Showstopper, if you're thinking, oh, I can relax because there'll be lots of the Showstopper left, I can probably shop a little bit later on, not worry too much. 50% of the stock has gone. 50, not 15. 50% of the Showstopper is gone. The stencils are obviously still in that Showstopper, but you're going to have to be quick. For anyone who's had a lie-in today, boy, oh boy, are they in trouble. If they're coming to the 2 o'clock show, if they're getting up at 9 o'clock Eastern and going, oh, I'll get out of bed and sort of have a leisurely shop, get the new glitter paste, they are going to be in for a shock, because if the Showstopper's still here, it's going to be 70, 80, maybe limited stock by the time we bring you the actual launch itself. So don't you be that person. If you've got up early and you've got items in your basket now is the time to be checking out, and then you can come back at 2, all smug, all happy, going, oh, well, I've got my Showstopper, I've got all of my extra glitter paste as well. You can sit back and relax and watch all of the inspiration with Leann. So let's give you opportunity right now to check out your baskets. You will miss nothing here, so you don't have to worry about thinking, oh, Leann's going to be showing me it. No, 3 or 4 minutes for you to check out your basket. So please go and do that, because I want to make sure that you get whatever it is that you want. We are so busy right now. Head to the checkout and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes time. Go, go, go.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Our smiles all round today. You guys are loving this show. You're loving the brand new product. You're loving the Showstopper. So many of you have ordered. We're trying to name check everybody who's ordered today. But Deborah Free says, I've ordered the Showstopper. I cannot wait to have a play. I love these products. Valerie Rollins is in from Alabama. Says, I've just ordered the Showstopper and some extra paste. I think that is definitely the way to go, isn't it? If you can stretch to it, get the Showstopper, then add in the extra paste, because the way this is going, everything is going to sell out. So it would be a shame, wouldn't it, if you ordered the Showstopper and then you got halfway through a project and you realise you didn't have enough of the paste stuff. Get more whilst we've got it. You say, I'm so excited for this. Sandra says, Leanne, this brings me back memories of when we used glitter paste at Craftaganza. Betsy saying, I'm glad I set my alarm this morning so I could place my order. Faye says, I've ordered the Showstopper and a Simon Stash and Stack box to store it in. Wow, that is a good thought right there. And Stephanie's in, Stephanie Theodore saying, good morning everyone from Farmingdale, New Jersey. Happy Monday to all. I have never seen it so busy on the socials for this time of the day, and it has never ever been so busy. This is officially, producer Johnny has told me, the busiest ever wake up call show that we have ever done. So thank you so much for getting up early. Thank you so much for getting checked out nice and early as well. And I tell you what, you've done a great thing, because we're going to come back at 2 o'clock, and people who weren't up early, they're going to be scrapping around for the final few bits and pieces. If you have got a crafty friend perhaps who you know maybe isn't up, or maybe you haven't seen them in the chat today, it might be worth either A, sending them a little message and saying, oi, oi, you might want to get on and watch Crafters TV, or if you're that kind, you might go, well, I'll know my friend will want the full collection. You might want to jump in and grab it for them, and then they can pay you back later, because I can't guarantee what we're going to have left at 2 o'clock. The Showstopper, we are now over half of the stock gone. Remember, the stencils have disappeared on their own. The only way for you to get the stencils is within that Showstopper, and the majority of people buying the Showstopper and then getting more of the paste thrown in as well. Right, let's go back. We've got about another 25 minutes or so. Once again, Leanne, I know there's people joining all the time, but Joan is just wondering if you could just show the palette knives once again.
Yes, of course I can.
Just explain the 3 different knives that we've got in there, she's asking.
Absolutely no problem at all. So there are 3 palette knives in this set. You've got 2 which have the duckbill, and the duckbill means that bend in them that you can see there, which, show it down to the desk. Oh. Oh,
that's a very nice.
Didn't
want to get your face in it.
Honestly. So I mean, this is what we have to put up with here at Crafters Companion. Can you put it down to the? So this is Charlotte in my ear. Can you put it down to the desk, please, Leanne? And I was like, oh, wait, I'm going to put it down to that. I just don't want to get your face in it. Wow.
Wow, that's.
Charlotte. I mean, bearing in mind you always compliment me on my skincare routine, Charlotte.
She's just.
Okay, just the shot, Charlotte. Just the shot. Okay, here it is. Here, look, I'm not going to get my face in. You've got 2 with a duckbill. There you go. So you can see they've got the bend in. That's easier for scooping the paste out.
Okay.
And then you've got your flat one, which I find easier for clean up. You see me scrape all the paste off before when I put it into that little pot. So, and do you know, some people prefer this flat one to apply. Some people apply like a round one. Those of us like a pointy one. You know, you use whichever one you feel the most comfortable with. You'll see that this is my go-to. This is the one I'm using all the time, because I feel I don't waste as much paste, because I've got less surface area to get the paste on, so I don't waste as much when I'm putting it down. And then I like this one for cleaning up. You've got beautiful Real fabulous handles there, especially if you've got dexterity issues, you don't have as much movement in your hands, you can get a nice grip on them.
Yeah.
The other thing is metal palette knives all the way with glitter pastes. The plastic ones are great, but they don't bend as much. I never get as good a result with a plastic palette knife as I do with a metal palette knife. I just find that it's a more professional tool, and we like to bring you the professional tools here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joan, for your question. And again, please feel free to keep asking, because I think we'll cover off multiple points over the course of this show. I think a lot of the same questions will get asked, but we realise people dip in and dip out, so don't think, oh, I bet that question's been asked. Ask it anyway, and we'll cover it again. We will keep covering everything that you need to know. Mo number 2 says, wow, the busiest wake-up call. That is amazing. Are we surprised, though? Are we surprised? I don't think so. But, yeah, absolutely the busiest one we've ever had. So thank you so much for tuning in and shopping with us. Miriam says, I think the excitement of you guys shows how much crafters want the mixed media products. I mean, we're excited. You guys are excited. Off the chart, the comments coming through. Thank you also to Betsy, who shopped, and Faye and Stephanie. Shall we see some more demos? Now, just before we ask that question, you had a candle in your hand. Is this to show us what else we can pop it onto?
I'm like Elton John, candle in the wind.
You are, candle in the wind.
I've got so you can decorate onto all of your other surfaces as well using your stencil. You just got to make sure that you stick it down well. So we're going to have a look at that. So this is a candle that has been decorated with a floral stencil with those glitter pastes. So you can do custom designs on your candles as well, and you can see all that beautiful glitter on there. Really lovely, safe to burn it down as well.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you can light your candle. Absolutely, yes, you can. So I thought, should we have a look at how to do it on an irregular surface?
Oh, yes, please.
On something that isn't flat?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to use that icon again that I've cleaned up a couple of times. I love it. I think I'm feeling very 1920s at the minute. I don't know if it's because of the launch of the Roaring 20s, Ben, but I think that's probably why. I've got my stick and spray. And you're going to use your stencil spray or your stick and spray. I always say now, I would never use that much in a normal application. For a flat surface, you need a tiny, tiny amount.
Yeah.
But because I'm going on an irregular surface, you want a goodly coverage.
Good.
So I've done that. That's ready. Remove my piece of tissue. And then I'm just going to take my candle and my stencil, decide where I would like it positioning.
Okay.
And then push it round.
Ooh, okay.
Now, because I've put my stencil tape on there, these two little pieces, you'll not be able to... I'm going to show you on here, because you'll be able to see. You see these two little black areas here?
Yeah.
Those two pieces are there, and they were poking up. And when I've pushed them down, the stick and spray has pushed them into place.
Okay.
So they're nice and flat now, so the glitter won't go, the paste won't go underneath. Just make sure that you take a minute to have a look and make sure all of the small areas are pushed down and not popping up. And you can see I'm holding onto the stencil at either side. Another good reason for that, for having those borders, oversized borders on the stencil, is I can now actually hold this in place. I don't have to be letting go. Because the minute I let go, it's going to want to spring away.
Yeah.
Not hold onto the wax candle beneath, so you need to be able to hold it and make sure that these aren't popping up. Now these are popping up a little bit here, so I want to remove that and put a little bit more spray on, Ben, because I don't want to ruin it. I can see that that was happening. So I'm going to put a little bit more spray on, just those a little or a lot, spray just on those two areas to stop them springing up.
Who are you? Oh, Paul Daniels, sorry, you sounded like them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Paul Daniels.
You're going to like this?
Just a little, not a lot. Oh, now it's poking up again. Go down.
Stay down.
Stay down.
Come on.
You can do it. Right, okay, I'm going to get the glitter paste on while it's down. What colour should we do? Should we do peony? I've got 3 open: copper, peony, rose gold.
Peony.
Peony. I'm in.
Johnny.
Normally I do.
Yeah. Sarah normally asks me, and then whatever I say, she chooses the opposite. She's mean like that. Could you, well, just whilst you're putting this on, would this go, Patricia's basically saying, can this be used on vinyl leather that she has on her wheelchair? And if so, would she then need to use a sealant over it?
Yes, you can. No, you wouldn't.
There we go. That's good, isn't it, Patricia? I love that. Bling up your wheelchair. That's amazing. And Terry's saying, could you die cut through this once it's dry?
Yes.
There you go.
You might need your metal shim, depending on how thick you've put the paste on. but certainly.
And Oct2696, what's your name, Oct2696? It says, Leann, could you put some ink down on your glass mat and take some of the white glitter paste and mix it, so that moonlight one?
Yes.
Yes. I love one of these answers, they're brilliant. Yes. 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 Are you joking me, Johnny? 75% of the Showstopper has gone. And producer Johnny, and he's a wise man.
He is a very experienced man.
And he says, so this has jumped from half to 3/4 in about 10 minutes. He says, if you want to get the Showstopper, you've got about 20 minutes. This could have sold out before we end this. I mean,
I took it out of sight there, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
That's because I was staring. I do apologise. Did I
Sorry.
not? Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Sorry, Ben.
You need to shop, basically, is what you need to do, because this is going to disappear. Anyway, less of me, back to the demo.
I was so focused on getting my glitter paste on, I wasn't watching what was happening on the screen. So I think I might have whipped it out a shot for a minute. I apologise, because I was checking for all the little areas. Now, I've got my glitter paste on there. I've done a solid colour, I haven't ombred it for a reason.
Right.
What I wouldn't do with a candle like this is now go and try and take off that excess paste at this point. I'm going to do it once the stencil's released from the candle.
Okay.
Because I don't want to, because it's wax underneath, which is a surface that wants to resist anyway, you don't want to bring it all away from that surface. So now what you're going to do is very, very carefully, so you see I'm keeping my thumb depressed, now I'm going to very, very carefully keep holding it on this side where my watch is. You can see there, I've got that very firmly held onto the candle.
Yeah.
And then I'm peeling this up and away and I'm rolling the candle round. It's bringing up that stencil.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And there you go.
That is brilliant.
And you have got a beautiful customised candle with that lovely glitter. You could ombre that on there like I did the ombre if you wanted to. Use one of your mixed colours on there. Do your home decor. This isn't just candles, this is little vases, tea light holders, really inexpensive things that you get in IKEA for 50 pence.
Yeah.
Get your stencils out and glitter paste them up. If you've got word stencils like the word beautiful, do a mirror with the word beautiful on, gifted to your grandchild, your daughter, your best friend, whatever it is. We need to do some words. I would like, you are strong. I want to glitter that on a mirror, so every time my sister looks in it, she knows she's strong.
Yeah.
There's just going to be so many wonderful things you can do with these, with everything that you've got at home. And any stencil you've got, or any stencil you can cut, those of you with electronic die cutting machines, you're going to be able to use these glitter paste through, not just the beautiful designs that we've brought for you today. Now what I will do is I'm going to put this candle to the side to dry, because I love it. I actually like that a little bit more than my flower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do.
I don't know why. I mean, horses for courses. You could use the butterfly. You could use the peacock feather. I'm making Charlotte work today, aren't I? You could use the peacock feather if you want to. You know, any of those, whatever you want. It looks absolutely exquisite, doesn't it, Ben?
It looks amazing. And,
Yeah.
and I suppose the question is, Katie's saying, simple question, is there anything that you can't do with the pastes? I mean, great. I mean, there's more you can do than you can't do, I would say.
Yes, I would agree with you. Now, what I will do is put a little bit, and you can do it on your mat, because it's a non-stick mat and you have to clean it. I can't be bothered with that.
No.
So I'm just going to put, because it's speed crafting. At home, I would do this on top of my mat. But for you, I'm just going to show you like this. This is that flat knife.
Yeah.
And I'm just taking it over the surface, either way, scraping off that waste paste. And then all of that goes back into my pot, because I used one colour. So I bring the pot over, that all goes back in, because I don't want to waste any. As we've discussed already, I'm tight. And then I take it off there. Before you close it, your pot, see what I did there? I'm just taking it off where the rim is and then doing that, just to get it in the middle of the pot. And then you've got very little waste. And then the stencil goes into the stencil bath.
Tracy's just asking what spray you use with the stencils.
Yep, I'm using our stick and spray. I don't think, HSN has it on sometimes, if you want to have a look on the HSN website, if you're in the US. UK, Europe, buy it from us. If you're in America, then HSN usually has it. If they don't, there's many, you know, in Joann's, Michael's, AC Moore, Hobby Lobby, any of those places, you're going to be able to, any of those places that will sell some art, you're going to be able to get an inexpensive stencil spray adhesive. You really do need that.
And equipment, I know you touched on it, but as I say, people are dropping in all the time, so we're happy to reinforce answers to questions.
Yes.
Alkia De Vries says, is that candle just for show, or could you burn it?
You can burn it. Yes, absolutely, you can burn it. No problem at all.
And just a quick hello to Sarah Brown, who says hello and good day to Leann and Ben and all my crafty friends. Sorry I'm late.
I didn't say, Ben.
What?
It's also non-toxic.
Oh, yes.
That's really important to know, isn't it? So, you know, if you get it somewhere and you accidentally, I often stick my paintbrush in my gin, and I'm not wasting a gin. I'm not advocating you
stick
eat
your
it.
paint, what?
So when I'm painting sometimes, I'll have a glass of water for painting and my gin and tonic. And it goes in the wrong glass. Well, I ain't wasting any gin, Ben.
No, of course you're not.
But I'm still alive. Not that I'm advocating you eat it, but should anything untoward happen, it's non-toxic.
That's good. Good news. Particularly good, of course, as well if you've got like pets and little ones. Yeah, we'll let you know when Debbie Robinson drinks it, because if there's anyone bound to pick up the wrong glass in the studio, it is Debbie. Anyway, Sarah's just saying she's joined us. Thank you, Sarah. Lovely to have you with us. Panda Crafts is in. Valerie is in. And Sandra just asking if we put this on glass, so would it be waterproof if we put it on glass? I guess you'd need to seal it with something, would you? No?
You can put it, I'm grabbing my glass. So here's a glass jar where we have put this on. So we've decorated a glass jar. Sorry, Charlotte, I'm going to live there. You go, Charlotte.
I'm loving this game today.
I'm helping you out. So there's a glass jar that we've done the paste on.
Yeah.
That hasn't been sealed with anything, and this it will not just come off. It's pretty solid. I'm going to bring it over for you to have a feel, Ben, because you won't believe it until you feel it. And you can wash this in cold soapy water, or just put it dry. Don't put it in your dishwasher. Don't pour a boiling kettle of water on there. No. It's going to make the adhesive go back to its original format and melt. So you would be able to get it off in that respect. The same frame. I can't help being little.
Wow.
It's good, isn't it?
It is amazing.
It's really robust, so you can do your home decorative.
It doesn't come off.
No, you can do your home decorative pieces. No problem at all. Just don't put a boiling water on it. Don't put it in the dishwasher. If you're just doing like hand tepid water with soap in it and giving it a wash just to get the dust off, then it's absolutely fine.
Amazing. Right, I can't believe we're into the final 10 minutes of the show. 80% of the stock of the Showstopper has gone. It doesn't officially launch until 2 o'clock. I'm going to tell you, it ain't going to be here. It's not going to be here at this rate, is it? It's not going to be here. It's not going to be here in 10 minutes' time, let alone in an hour and 10 minutes' time. 85.54 for the full collection. It's the only way now that you can get your hands on the beautiful stencils as well. Those have gone individually. We've been so busy today. Record-breaking show. Thank you so much if you have been shopping with us. Obviously, the stencils are a core part of this collection, so why would you not get the Showstopper now when you can pick up these beautiful designs? 3 stencils you get with each of the different designs. You've got that 8x8 stencil, you've got your icon there and the border stencil. These boards as well, just not only showing you the different designs that you can get, but showcasing some of the beautiful colours that you're going to get in there as well. I said this earlier on, as much as I love the hearts and I love the Art Deco, I love the spots and dots, particularly that little icon there. I think is absolutely stunning. Then you've got within the set the beautiful peacock feathers. Once again, there's a couple in here, particularly this one and the Art Deco. If you've been playing with the Roaring Twenties collection recently, those I think you're going to be adding into the mix. That one and this one here, the Art Deco, as far as making your own papers and backgrounds with. Look at that beautiful icon there as well in the silver. And then you've got your swirls and flourishes too. Absolutely stunning. So there's 18 stencils there, if you like, 6, but you get 3 within each, and then you get all of the colours included as well, all of the different pastes in here, your rose gold, that silver moon, you've got your moonlight frost in there as well, which is the one you can colour if you want to be able to do that. You've got your champagne gold in there, you've got regal purple, starlight blue, the jade river, and also your copper beach. So all of those beautiful colours included within the Showstopper. On top of that, you're going to get your spatulas. So you get 4 of those, 2 of each, 2 different sizes. And even though they're not within the set here, you will get those 3 palette knives included that Leann has been showing you as well. So those are all in there. And alongside that, the mat that Leann has been working on, which is worth $19.99 or $22.95. This one here, that one comes to you for free within the bundle, can you believe? So that's the saving that you're seeing here is the value of that mat, and then on launch, 20% off the price it should be as well. So that's how 142 or 179 comes down to this price here, comes down to this price here for those of you who are platinum. We know the majority of you are. You're 85.54, you're 108.52 if you're platinum in the US. That's why the majority, I think, of our US viewers are getting the Showstopper, and then they're adding in as a separate item more of those pastes, A, to get the free shipping, but B, they know that they're going to need more of those pastes later down the line. And you know, with how busy this has been today, things are going to be out of stock. Chances are when you come back to get them, they won't be here. So get them now whilst they are. And just to fire another shot at you here, you need to be quick, because I cannot believe I'm saying this, with 9 minutes still to go on the preview show, the Showstopper is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
it soon won't be seen.
I mean, I can believe this, and I can't believe that we are at this point. If you want the Moonlight Frost paste, by the way, on its own, that is going to disappear as well. So perhaps we can have a quick little look at this now, Leann, before it disappears.
Yeah, I think we need to, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to mix a pastel colour using the Moonlight Frost.
Yes.
Because I thought that would be really nice. This is where your spatula spoons come into their own, because we're going to mix it in this little pot that I used earlier. Put my sleeve in the washy up bowl thing again. Okay, never mind. So I'm just taking out a little bit of this and popping that in there, scooping it out. And then I like to get that off my spoon. So you can use the opposite end of your other spatula, which is why we give you more than one, because trying to get that off there with that end would be a little bit difficult, wouldn't it? So there we go. We've got that out of there. And then I'm going to take my spoon from the clean end of the other one and get some of my Moonlight Frost and pop that in, and then just mix it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And then if I feel I need a little bit more, I've got more spoons. I would never put that back in there. So there we go, and that's going to go on there. See, do you know what I am, Ben? I'm paranoid about not contaminating colours. So you can see I'm looking for the clean one to do that. There we go. So pop that in there and then mix this. Okay, so now I've got a much more pastel pink. And to show you that, I'm going to just bring it there. So you can see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got a more pastel colour.
Yes.
If you can see the difference in my two pots there. You see that difference? And that's what I've done with this blue. So this blue I've got in this little pot was this deep blue that I've mixed in with the Moonlight.
Yes.
So we've got that there. So you can mix a new colour and that can ombre through. So we'll apply it. And then what I will do is just apply some of the Moonlight to a piece of black card in its own right. In fact, I'll just do that with a palette knife and you'll see the colour because it's beautiful. I won't bother putting it through a stencil. It interferes.
Look
how lovely that
is. Can you use this outdoors on garden stones and rocks?
You would need to seal it.
Right, but you could, it would tape.
You could tape, oh yes, you can use it on any surface you like, absolutely any surface you like, no problem at all. But you would need to seal it for outdoor weather resilience.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I'm going to use that and pop it on here.
We've got 5% of the stock left.
And look
5%.
Gosh, I can't believe it. And look how fabulous the little spatula spoons are for getting everything out of the pot, for every last drop. They're brilliant, they really are. So pop that on there. And I'll do all this cleaning up in a sec. Get my little, and you'll be able to see, I'm going to get the other bright pink one over so you can see it when it's spread out better, the pastel, rather than when it's all solid in a pot. So I'm not going to be too pedantic about getting this perfect because I just want to show you the pastel pink. You want to call that enough. And then if I bring my acetate one over and peel this one away on this piece of cardstock for you.
Lovely.
There we go. So you can see the difference in the two colours by mixing a pastel pink and a darker pink, and I'll pop that in the bath and wiggle it at you. So you get all of the shimmer still, you just get a knocked back, more pastel colour by mixing that white in there. And when you use the white on its own for snow on acetate, or if you use the white, that Moonlight Frost on acetate, it looks like glitter etching on a piece of acetate. It's absolutely incredible for all of your special effects. There's just so much you're going to do, Ben. You're never going to run out of things to do.
No, I mean, I think, once you've got these pastes home, you're going to be glittering everything and anything, aren't you, really? Loving the glitter paste, says Sandy. I have so many stencils, I could use these on. Yeah, Dorothy asked earlier, she said, could you just use these with these stencils? No, whatever stencils you've got, get cracking. Julie is loving the show. Melanie D says, I'm loving this Wake Up show. Ben and Leann, you two are awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Shadiah, amongst others as well. That's the reason why this is going to go, saying that the Moonlight Frost, you're buying extra. A lot of you are doing that, and that will be the next item to disappear on its own. Rosalind says there is a mad shopping frenzy going on. Tell me about it. We've got about 4% of the stock of the Showstopper left. Sorry, scrap that. 2% of the stock left. If you don't press checkout now, this is going to go. Producer Johnny's telling me we've got more people wanting this than we have available. It's sat in basket. I honestly can't. I knew this was going to be popular, but I can't believe I'm telling you, with 3 minutes left on Wake Up Call, that we are now at a point where if you don't check out, you are going to miss out on the Showstopper. Let's just remind you, everything that you're going to get once again within this bundle. The only thing that isn't here, which you're going to get extra, are those palette knives. Those are coming to you as well. Don't you worry about that. Those are within the actual bundle itself. You get all of the stencils included too. So all of these are in here. 6 different designs, 3 of each. You get your background stencil, your 8x8. You've got your icon, and then also your beautiful border included in there as well. So your delightful butterflies. You've got the love hearts. You're also going to be receiving your spots and dots. You're going to be getting this one, I think, alongside the spots and dots, potentially my fave, that gorgeous peacock feather. You'll also get in there the Art Deco shell. And then we're also going to be giving you your swaddles and flourishes. So those are all of the stencils that you're going to be getting. Then all of the colours of your glitter paste as well. There's 9 different in there, including that Moonlight Frost that Leann was just working with just a few moments ago. So those are all of your colours: Peony Bloom, Regal Purple, Starlight Blue, Jade River, Copper Beach, your Rose Gold, Candlelight Gold, Silver Moon, and then that Moonlight Frost. All of those are within the collection. Then you get included your spatulas. You're going to get in your palette knives, and you're also going to get in your craft mat as well. And if you go for the Showstopper, where I think we've now got like 1% of the stock remaining, you get for free that the craft mat, which Leann has been working with for the whole of the show. You get that for free. And can you believe it? The biggest ever wake-up call we have ever done finishes with me telling you that this is technically sold out. Don't scream and shout, but the Showstopper deal has now
sold out.
It's gone. Leann, it's disappeared. What we're going to do at 2 o'clock this afternoon?
Well, you can sing.
Right.
And I can stand behind you and do the boy band.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't sing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. In all seriousness,
we can demonstrate it, can't we?
We can demonstrate. We will still have the paste available for you on their own, and I know the guys will be working very hard behind the scenes to try and do something for them. Can you imagine those people who haven't joined in this morning and they were thinking, I'll come for the launch show at 2, and then I'm going to be telling them we sold everything out pretty much. Oh, you did a great thing coming in early. Well done. Thank you for shopping with us and making this a record-breaking show. And Leann, thank you so much for a great show. What a great product.
Oh, I've had a blast, Ben, I really have, and you will not regret getting these home. You'll have the best time with them, and you'll have a much more positive experience than you've ever had with a glitter paste before. I guarantee it. Absolutely right. Oh, thank you everyone so much. Virtual high fives to everybody who managed to pick that up, and come back at 2 o'clock for more inspiration. So many great demos to come your way, and like I said, I know the team will be working very hard to bundle together whatever we've got left. But well done everybody. What a great show. We will see you in an hour's time. Till then, bye for now.